What if the only thing standing between you and the life you were meant to live was a lie you've believed since childhood, a lie that said you're not enough, not smart enough, not strong enough, not worthy enough? But what if I told you greatness isn't reserved for the chosen few, it's already inside you, waiting to be awakened? This isn't just motivation. This is a wake-up call to remember who you really are. Let me give you another quote here. Where are my glasses? I feel like Red Fox. Sometime I got so many eyeglasses around here. I think I got about 40, my Walgreens up in here, yeah. Who do you have to unbecome to become the person you truly need to be? Did you hear that one, that a pre? Who do you have to unbecome to become the person you truly need to be? I had to unbecome being a disjoy. I had to learn how to use my voice in a different way. I had to learn to let go of music and embrace reading 2 to 3 books a month, because I wanted to be a dominant voice. I didn't want to be a black speaker. I wanted to be the speaker in the speaking industry. I'm the kind of person, if I'm going to do it, I'm all in. I'm the kind of person, I don't like being in between. I don't like to be at the back of the line. I want to be in the front of the line. And I'm going to prepare myself and work on myself to be a dominant voice. Take no prisoners, and like Mike Tyson, eat the wounded starting at the ears. Let me get some ketchup. Oh my God, no, he did not. Oh, he's bad today. He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy today. Yes, he is. I think it's the proximity of Tyrone and the fact that we're going to have some very beautiful weather today here in Atlanta. That's what it's going to be today. It's been cool a few days, but today I think we're going to be around 82. That's fabulous. I got me some cocoa butter, and I'm going to sit on the back deck and rub myself down and some cocoa butter, get myself a little tan up in here. You wonder, who are these people behind me? My children. They're speakers and they trainers. On your right, that's Calvin, and he's my oldest son. And then she's a little preacher. She's in little incognito preacher. And then Patrick. And then there is Serena. She's in ministerial school. She's a minister as well. Then of course there's owner, Dr. Owner Brown, and there's John Leasy. He's the CEO of the company, and Calvin's the president, and they try to rule my life, saying I'm old. Hey, I said you ought to wish you can get here. I was trying to call some people yesterday, and I kept getting this number no longer works. I said, whoa, I've never called this many people in my life. And their numbers disconnected. I said, why is that? Ask it. He said, they probably dead. I said, are you kidding me? Yes, Dad, everybody don't make 70 or 75. You 76. That's you. An elite club. You in overtime. I'm me overtime, yeah. Who do you know been battling for stage cancer for 29 years, kicking cancer's butt, and still working, still in his right mind, still got the fire in his belly, still being active, still making a difference, still motivating people and inspiring people and making people feel good? Who do you know on your level that's doing it like that? Who is it? Eric, Thomas, Andy, and Guess, come on, Johnny. No, I got Tish. That's older than all of them. Stacy and C. Grant. No, Lance. No, none of them. Lisa Nichols. No. I got earrings older than them, but I don't wear them in public. You are just over the top this morning. You don't need to go to sleep at 8:30 anymore and wake up at 3:30 just munching at the bit to get to the microphone. No, you don't need to do that anymore, 'cause you're off the hook this morning. You over the top this morning. Yes, you are, if you believe that laughter is important, if you believe being deliberately positive is important, having a spirit of optimism is important, in spite of, because there are a lot of people that don't understand the power of laughter and the power of being joyful and deliberately feeling good. Does it mean that I don't have any challenges? Yes, it do. Stuff's happened to people that I care about. Yeah. Got nephews blind at 38 and thinking ways to keep him motivated and inspired and engaged and not giving up and not feeling that no woman would be interested in him because he does not have any sight. Oh no, I said, come on, you handsome dude. You look like your uncle. Somebody can see you. Come on now. And if she blind, she don't care how you look. I remember being at West Angeles in George Wall. A comedian, I'm not making this up, he got mad because the bishop brought Stevie Wonder down on the front row. George Wallace said, why give him the front row seat, put him on the back row, facing the wall, he won't know the difference. I said, oh my God, come on George. Bishop Blake, I ain't doing that, I'm not doing that. To his credit, he said, I'm not doing that. What made me remember that CR put on the back SE Fang OO, that's what Jonathan would say. Oh my goodness, oh boy. H at George Wall is the comedian, he is crazy with a K. Oh boy, thank you. Zakia says laughter is contagious. You are absolutely right, thank you very much. And so this conversation is about developing your superpower. In the beginning was the word. See, our parents give us our bodies and our facial features and physical features, but God give us our voice. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and dwelt among men. Our voice. Death and life is in the tongue. Most people speak more death than they do life. Our voice. Thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established unto you. Oh, come on, now come on. Our voice. You want to change your life. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. When shall the kingdom of God come? Kingdom of God cometh not by observation. They shall say, it's neither lo there lu here. Behold, the kingdom of God, it's within you, it's within you. Woo. Wow, a voice. The kingdom is voice activated. That's why when you encourage someone, you stir up something in them. That's why when you speak that you are able to ignite and release the kingdom of stories of greatness and potential and artistry. And enable them to expose themselves to a part of themselves that they can't go to by themselves. And that when you spoke, you exposed them to the kingdom, a potential in them to live a larger life. To live the life that they were chosen to live their calling. A job is what you get paid for. A calling is what you're made for. And now calling is something that you love it so much you do it for nothing. But you do it too well that people will pay you to do it. Most people are doing things just to get paid. Let me tell you something, when you do something that's you, it's a different kind of feeling, it's a different kind of experience. If you're ready to make money with your voice, with your story, with your knowledge, with your experiences, with things that you've seen, things that you have observed. I got to tell you this story. Listen, you won't believe this going to blow your mind. You won't believe it. And you're gonna believe it. It's shocking. It's it's a drop the mic moment. It's Joe dropping what I'm about to tell you right now. Just let some other people know and say is about to say something that you're going to say. Whoa, wow, I'm telling you, do it right now. Have somebody else listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. I will tell you this story, and I'm going to find a way to make it work for you. All right, okay, I thought it just dropped in my spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is primarily to men, brothers, fathers, it's time to step up. Oh, some of you you provide and you protect, but far too many don't. My son, my oldest son, was working on his job, and there's a young lady that he knew that he was talking to, and a guy came by and spoke to her, and she didn't say anything. And so when she left from talking to my son, listen to me, this guy said to my son, hey man, what's up with her? I've been trying to get a conversation with her, and she won't talk to me. She's ignoring me. She won't give me the time of day. And my son said, I don't know. So when the guy walked away and she came back, because she moved deliberately, because she saw him coming over where my son and she was sitting. And so my son Calvin asked her, why did you move deliberately? And this guy's saying he's been speaking to you, but you won't give him the time of day. You know what she said? He is the father of our son, and because he's not involved, because he doesn't come around, he doesn't remember my face. Good God from Zion. Whoa, you can't make this kind of stuff up. You can't make this up. He'd been absent. He's a sperm donor. You can't make this stuff up. He's not involved in his child's life. He's been away so long, so absent, he doesn't even remember the face of the mother of their child. Oh God, oh boy. Oh, we have oh boy, you can't make that up, that's heavy, that's drop the mic, you know what to one said you about to make me cuss Mr. Brown if you don't. No, Tyro, it's a squirrel that's outside by with he's taught me squirrely. He does not speak English yet, but I understand it, you know, I've been in the house too long. Oh my God, oh my God, oh, this thing called life is just too much, it's just too much, as Jerry would say, see part of being able to change. What's looking back at you in the mirror is being around the right people. That's major, being around the right people, having the right coach, the right mentor, having a different kind of environment, having different stuff coming in your ears. Nothing gets through except through the ears and eyes. This the time, this place where we are. You have to create a shift in your environment. You want to create an environment deliberately that sets you up to win if you're ready to do that. So I'm ready to win. If you're hungry, see the reason that I put in the work to change that guy that was looking back at me in the mirror. I was hungry to win. I was a father, a husband, I had car note and mortgage note. I was hungry to know the best part of myself that I did not see yet, and I was willing to invest in me to make that happen. I didn't have the money to do it, but I couldn't afford not to do it. See, sometimes when it comes to you, you got to become a no matter what person, that whatever it takes, that you're willing to do it, and part of that is to sacrifice. But when you start talking about how do I leave a legacy, how do I create a presence, that when I die, that there will still be conversation beyond 2 weeks after I'm gone. A friend of mine died, and then somebody as, hey, I haven't seen Marin for a few days. Oh, Marvin's dead. He's dead, yeah. How long he's been dead? Oh man, about 6 months. Are you kidding me? I didn't know. You know why I didn't know? Because Marvin's life was so inconsequential. His presence was not missed, and most people, when they die, their presence will not be missed. But there are certain people, when they go, the word will go out. The word will go, John Lewis. Oh, the word went out, Elijah coming. Jesus, that's what baby BR was say. I think I'm going to land this plane. You know, had the great experience of spending time with Milo and Stormy Wellington yesterday, and we had a great time the whole day. We had an incredible time. We were doing a wee launch, and I'm so excited to be a part of it. And one of the things I think that's very important, that you stay engaged in life, stay engaged. And I love working with Stormy and Mello because they have a lot of energy. I'm very much like my mother made me brown. She had no old friends I had, so I surround myself with young peoples. Was when I go to Cancer Centers of America, and where they gave me their Perseverance Award for 29 years of dealing with and kicking the butt of 4-stage cancer, and I see people coming and walking like they have one foot on the banana peeling and the other one in the graveyard. I said one day, I asked myself, what are you doing? Why are you here now? I'm not discouraging people from going to see their doctor, and I'm certainly will keep all my appointments, but I had to ask myself, what are you doing? See, sometimes we have to wake up. There's something that Bob Proctor said, my brother was on the other side. He said most people are where they are because of ignorance. Wow, yes, and I'd like to add to that, not only ignorance, but the lack of will, the lack of willingness to do what's required, that change their situation. And because of compliance, they settled. When I was diagnosed with 4th-stage cancer, I remember them having a conversation outside of the curtain. And I heard one of the nurses say, what we should do is just say make him palatable. I said, what's that word, palatable? Palatable. They talk about food. They weren't talk about bringing me a good tasting lunch. Hospital food is the worst food in the world. What are you talking about, palatable? So I asked the nurse, what is it? What's the word palatable? What does that mean? Oh, make you comfortable, make me comfortable. Y'all just told me I got full-stage cancer. You talk about making me comfortable. Oh, hell to the no, I don't want to be comfortable. I'm ready to fight. And so the last time I went, and I'm watching people. I love watching people. I love watching them as they were coming all in. And I asked myself, what are you doing? Do you truly believe That you in the Atlanta traffic going to Nunnan, Georgia, it took you about an hour because of the traffic, that somebody can come in and look at you for 3 minutes, listen to your heart, put the stethoscope on your back, and say cough, and then, and opa okay, and squeeze your leg, and say take your shoes and socks off so we'll get your feet. Okay, put them back on, put them back on, and write your prescription. 3 minutes. Do you truly believe it took you over an hour to get here? Then somebody going to come in and look at you for 3 minutes, and there are some situation that, oh well, we know you got some other problems, and I know you got some pain in the kidney area, and we will have a physician assistant to talk to you through Zoom. Okay, question once again, what are you doing, Les Brown? So going back to what Bob Proctor said, he said that most people in this situation because of ignorance, so I start doing some research. I am what doctors call a tread breck, but I'm eliminating this 4th stage cancer, inflammation, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. I can see death looking through my window. We coming for you. I got up his start running. I know, just you know what, that fool is not going to be palatable. He's not going to be comfortable. He is running. He is busy. He's working. He is trying to delay the inevitable. You got that right. So what are you doing? Well, I'm fasting well. I'm exercising well. I stop fighting other people's battles. Well, I'm getting my rest well. I'm having more joy and more fun. Well, me and Tyrone, we go for long walks. If you don't know about Tyrone, that's my little squirrely friend. I met him in my backyard, and I'm going to be getting Tyrone and Trina married. He met her in my backyard as well, and I will be officiating the wedding of these 2 squirrels. He taught me squirrely, and I taught him English, like for instance, oh, but do at squirrely, and what I just said, you have greatness in you, so if you want to learn squirrely, talk to me. I'll do a Zoom call, and I'll hook you up, only cost $7. Okay, my kids say if we hear you talking about that Tyro, but y'all down there speaking squirrely in the basement, we're going to put you in a nursing home. I said you got to catch me first, but what are you doing? It took you over an hour to get here, and looked at you for 3 minutes and say, okay, we'll see you in 90 days. Really? So guess what? I want you to write this down. Get busy. Start doing some research. Get busy. What is it? What role do I have to play in this? This is a partnership, and I'm the lead partner. This is my life. And so I started exercising and doing smoothies, doing meditations and prayer, and visualizing myself getting healthier. I started detoxifying my life. Do you know, negative people, listen to me, negative people can create stress in your life, and they can reduce your white blood cells. What do you mean? What's that? Your white blood cells? That's the army that protects you, your immune system. I said I stopped. I looked at the relationships in my life, my family, each one individually, and friends, and I start asking myself, I love to give, I love to help, but I start asking, what kind of person am I becoming because of this relationship? Is it peaceful? Is it fun? Is it enjoyable? Is it exciting? Is it adventurous? Are we making money together? Do they keep me young? Just because I'm 77 don't mean I have to look 77. It's one thing to get older, but you don't have to get old. That's what George Burns said. The millennials don't know about George Burns and Gracie. No, they don't know. So I'm saying to you, you have something special. You have greatness in you, and become active in this thing called life. Don't settle, don't settle. I'm working with Stormy Wellington. We're doing something. Wi-Fi launch. Why less? Because if you want to make money today, it's going to be done on the internet. I'm talking about and secure your own financial future and the opportunity to create wealth. Now let me share something with you. I know a thing or two. I've been on this planet 77 years. You know why the majority of wealth is controlled by 1%? Because the 1%, they control the politics, politicians, they own them, they're in their pocket, and the masses are kept divided by politics and religion, and while we are fighting each other, they focus on the money, and the only people that get through are the people that are hungry, the people that are executing, the people that understand the words, commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established, and all thy ways. Acknowledge him, see no nothing works, unless you work your willingness to learn. Whosoever will, if you're willing to learn, no one can stop you. If you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. So I said it's my mind, said it's internet that sounds like fun to me. I've got children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. A good man leaves a legacy for his children, and for his children's children. That goal is to let God use me as an instrument, as his representative, to let my light shine, to bring the greatness out of you, to help you step out of the conditioning and learn how to make things happen in your life in spite of the barriers that have been placed, so that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Oh, I know the game. I'm a former state representative. I know the game, and I'm saying to you, don't settle. Don't settle. Life has no duplicate. Don't settle. You have greatness in you. Get in a community of collaborative achievement, driven, supportive relationships with people who have goals and dreams, people who are going in the direction of where you're going. I'm just saying that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You have something special. You have greatness in you. Bye for now. Tyrone is saying bye, but he's got little short legs, so you can't easily behave. I hope I brought a smile to your face by daring. I want you to imagine for a moment that this microphone and headset is connected to every person in the world, has a headset on, and they can hear, yes, what you're about to say, and they can hear in their own language. It's translated well. You know, a baby can understand it. Do you know anyone in any language? And everyone puts their headphones on right now, and you turn on the mic. What's the message you would share with the world? I do this in my training. I said if you had a message to the world, I would say you have greatness in you. I don't know you, but here's what I know based upon my own experience. You have greatness in you, that you have the ability to do more than you can ever begin to imagine. You have greatness in you, that as you think about yourself, I'm reminded of the words of Howard Thurman, who said there's a presence in each and every one of us that waits and listens to the voice of the genuine in yourself. It will be perhaps the only God you will ever have or hear, and if you cannot hear it, all of your life will be spent on the ends of strings that somebody else pulls. When you recognize your greatness, no one will ever pull your strengths. You are different. You were created on purpose, with a purpose to manifest that purpose through you. You are made in the likeness and image of God, and been given authority and dominion over everything on the face of the earth. But you will never exercise authority and dominion over your life until you exercise authority and dominion over what you are not. Most people go through life living the lie that has been told about them, and we are encouraged, be you not conformed to this world, be you transformed by the renewing of your mind. Work constantly to renew your mind, to expand your vision of yourself, to hold a vision of yourself, living in the future, living a life of contribution. He said, I'll give you all your eyes can see. Greater is he that is in you than he that's in the world. There's something in you that's greater than your circumstances. There's something in you that's greater than the adversities that you're facing. Life is just like Forrest Gump said, a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. In life, you're either in a problem, just left one, or headed toward one. You have greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I like that one. That's a good story. What's the question you wish more people would ask you that would actually help create more transformation in the world? With your answer, who am I really? Who am I really? Dr. Carter G. Woodson, which I think is one of the most profound thinkers that I've ever read, said, if you can determine what a man shall think, you never have to concern yourself with what he will do. If you can make a man feel inferior, you never have to compel him to seek an inferior status, for he will seek it himself. And if you can make a man feel justly an outcast, you never have to order him to go to the back door. He'll go without being told. And if there's no door, his very nature will demand one. So we have to begin to ask ourselves, who am I? MIT did a study. If I say to you, you can't do that, somebody else has to come along and say, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, 17 times to neutralize that one time. Wow, so most of us are living a lie. Most of us live in a world where we're told more about our limitations than our potential. We go to our graves never knowing who we really are. That's why they say most people die at age 25 and don't get buried until they're 65. Who are you really? What is the thing you think about the most during the day? How much time I have left? Can I, with the time that I have left, inspire young men to pull their pants up? With the time that I have left, eliminate HIV-infected virus? The time that I have left, eliminate AIDS addiction to incarceration and death syndrome? Can I, with the time I have left, amplify, train, and multiply voices of hope and create a better world? Do I have enough time to do that? I almost died a year ago, and I believe God gave me grace. We all have an expiration date, so I'm cranking it up at 72. I'm working harder. Yes, that's what I want. There's no success without successors. So I'm determined for people that are hungry to make a difference. I'm determined for those who can hear my voice to inspire them, to train them, to pour into them everything that I've learned. And I know that what I've done is only a tip of the iceberg of what they're going to do. Young men like you, and I feel blessed to be in your presence. That's amazing. So do I. How can I support and how can we support you? You're doing this now. Help me find 77 hungry people. I got you. I got a lot of them, I'm sure. You're doing it now. I feel so blessed to be in your presence. I mean that sincerely, because Mr. Washington said to me, Mr. Brown, love, inspiration, and motivation are perfumes. You can't sprinkle on others without getting a few drops on yourself. He said live a life of contribution. Decide that you are going to live your life in such a way, as Horace Mann said, you should be ashamed to die until you've made some major contribution to humankind. I want to find other people who have that kind of magnificent obsession, that kind of conviction about their lives, who want to make that kind of mark with their lives. And you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You could be labeled educable mentally retarded, like me. I remember going back to Booker T. Washington High School, and Mrs. Ethel, one of the teachers I had in special education, wrote a book called My Most Famous Student, Les Brown. You just got to be hungry. You got to be hungry. Yes, for sure. Yes. People that are hungry always strive to get on top in life, because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. People that are hungry do what they know, not what they feel. People that are hungry have zero excuses for not pursuing their dreams. They know their vitamin, and they come back again and again and again. They operate like Willie Jolly, who said, a setback is a setup for a comeback. I've got a thing. If life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. I saw an interview with Will Smith a little while ago, and he said, greatness is simple. Here's what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Yes? When you talk about desire, you talk about hunger, you talk about determination. Are you willing to lose it all to gain it all? Are you willing to just go out there and make it happen? I believe that since greatness is possible, then being excellent is not enough. Anybody, through observation and practice, can perform at the level of excellence. But when you see a Larry Bird, who formerly played for the Boston Celtics, you don't say, boy, Larry Bird was an excellent player. We talk about greatness here. You see a Wayne Gretzky, and I believe that when you're pursuing greatness, you don't know what the limits are. So you act like you don't have any, you become intelligently ignorant. According to the laws of aerodynamics as we know them, a bumblebee isn't supposed to fly. Its body is too large to be held up by the little puny wings. But the bumblebee doesn't know it. What you will find in multi-level marketing is that you'll see people take quantum leaps in terms of their influence and their income. Why? Because being in a community of achievers, you discover some powers and abilities you have that you didn't even realize. L.C. Robinson was right. Things may happen around you and things may happen to you, but the only things that really count are the things that happen in you. And part of being around other achievement-driven people is they'll push you to levels that you would never go by yourself. That's why it's so important that we do something that Jim Rohn said, and that is, look at your relationships. If you're building an organization, you want to develop greatness. The only way you can develop your greatness is you've got to be in relationship with people who will push you, stretch you, hold you to a higher standard, hold you accountable. And you have to look at your relationships. Jim said, ask the question, what is this relationship doing to me? Am I growing mentally, emotionally, spiritually? Is it challenging me? Am I honoring my word to myself? Is this making me begin to look at myself and reflect on myself and raise the bar on myself? Einstein said, the thinking that has brought me this far has created some problems that this thinking can't solve. Part of developing your greatness is being around people who, as you run, you can run faster with 100 who want to go than with one around your neck. They will challenge you to step it up to another level. Why is personal development such an important thing for people? Personal development is very important because how people live their lives is a result of the story they believe about themselves. We develop a vision of what's possible for ourselves between the ages of 0 and 6, according to various studies, and so, according to your circumstances, your culture, your environment, that, to a large extent, begins to create a vision of yourself. Only 5% of people, for the most part, achieve their true greatness in life and make a real greater impact than the average person. Usually the percentage of those who achieve self-actualization is between 3% to 5% of the world population. I believe that the more people discover the truth of who they are, that will free them up to use the power they have to do more, to have more inventions, to create more cures for things that are impacting humanity, to reduce poverty in the world and homelessness, and to give people a sense of power they would not have as a result of working on themselves. When you work on yourself and you expand your vision of yourself, you're able to make a greater impact in life. I've traveled around the world and earned millions of dollars helping people to build businesses, to make a difference in their communities. I used to be a state legislator. I passed 14 pieces of legislation when I was elected to the Ohio legislature. I've been a community activist. All of this is a result of the vision, the mindset transformation that took place within me. So when I speak to people about personal development, I'm talking from a place of knowing, of achieving. Personal development is important because what it does is inspire people to live an achievement-driven life as opposed to just earning enough money to take care of yourself and your family, and then you die one day. Horace Mann said, we should be ashamed to die until we've made some major contribution to humankind. So when people develop themselves and discover the truth about who they are, they live a life of contribution. You were not born to blend in. You were born to stand out, to be the one who breaks generational chains, who flips pain into purpose, who builds when others quit, who rises even after the world says stay down. Time is not your enemy, apathy is. Your dreams are not naive, they are necessary. So as long as you're breathing, your story isn't over. This is your moment. Don't just chase greatness, claim it. Be hungry. Be relentless. Be the difference, because the world isn't waiting for someone else. It's waiting for you.